Hello there, Hunter. It appears you've been expecting me. An UV torch. Sorry, but I can't have you using that. There. Much better. I can't exactly say that levels the playing field, since you have such little chance of surviving as it is. But this will at least make things more painless for me. Well now, someone finally a bit more civilized. Most of your fellow hunters tried facing me with mere firearms. Such unsightly and graceless things. True, what they lack in elegance, they make up for in power. But nothing beats the feeling and intimacy of close combat, with cold, strong steel against flesh. Regardless of whatever weapon you choose, you will fall, just as the other members of your order have before you. I do hope you're able to put up more of a fight than the rest of them did. You cannot imagine my disappointment as I was able to fell each and every other hunter so effortlessly. You would think, with your order's reputation, and the stories my people so fearfully recite, your brothers and sisters would have proven to be more of a challenge. So let us see if your great order's last hunter is able to restore their claim to fame. Or will your failures cement their infamous downfall in history? What do you mean it's not true? Oh, did you not really know that you were the last one? Well, that's because I made sure of that. Why? Why do you think? No, it's not for the countless numbers of my kind you've slain. I've even commended your order for dealing with some of our more unruly and base kindred. No, I'm making you and your order suffer for taking the wrong life. You took the only person in this world that I cared about away from me. So I decided to take everything you care about. I have lived for centuries, feeding on only when necessary, and taking just enough to survive. Never taking a human life. Never even embracing a mortal and condemning them to this accursed life. And the one you so thoughtlessly slew was even nobler than I. You're quite skilled with that blade. Not many mortals nowadays are versed in the art of sword anymore. Or at least to your level. I'm impressed, which is not an easy feat. Not many of your kind are able to stand their own against me. If things were different, I would have let you go for that alone. Silver. Clever. It may not be as effective against my kind as it is to the shifters. But still, time to stop teasing and end this. Did that hurt? So sorry. I don't think you'll be fencing again anytime soon. In immense pain, facing death, and still you have the gall to correct me. I'm well aware of the correct style of sword fighting you use. You want me to kill you and get it over with? No. That's not what fate has in store for you today. I will not end your life, but neither can I let you go for what you've done. You will become the thing which you most despise in this world. Ah, finally awake, are you? Forgive the accommodations. The bindings are necessary, but they're only temporary. I don't plan to keep you here long. We just need to have a little conversation before we part ways. Why can't you break free of the ropes? For all of your years hunting my kind, I'm surprised you know so little about us. Although, I doubt you've actually stopped to talk with any of your victims, have you? If you had, you might have actually learned we are not all powerful from the moment of our birth into this life. Only after our first feeding do we gain any insight to what our future has in store for us. Speaking of which, do you know what this is? Yes, just a simple vial. But what it contains is what's more important here. Yes, blood. Blood. The essence of life which we desire above all else in this world. It's like a drug to us. One drop is all it takes. Did you know? Vampires are able to live off the blood of animals. It's a difficult life, but a commendable one. If a vampire never tastes a drop of human blood, they are able to easily stomach the weaker substance. However, they will never know the full potential and strength of being a true vampire. My friend, the one you so easily disposed of was one such vampire. A true paragon to you mortals. He always spoke so highly of your kind. How vital each and every human life is, and how we, as the higher beings, must nurture and guide them, not prey upon them. And look where it got him. My apologies. I seem to have gotten sidetracked again. I know you must be quite famished, but please, bear with me just a little longer. Now, where was I? Yes. If a vampire who has tasted human blood then decides to drink that of an animal, their bodies violently reject it. Over time, and as long as they abstain from human blood, their bodies learn to endure, but they never forget what they've left behind. The thirst for human blood will always remain inside them, a craving that nothing else in this world will be able to satisfy. Will you be strong enough to resist feeding off your precious mortals? Or will you succumb to the thirst, like so many before you? Can you smell it? So strong, even from this distance. And if I were just to take a few more steps toward you. See? Already pulling at your restraints just to get closer. You can deny it all you like, but your body already knows what it needs, what it so desperately wants. I'm tempted to almost let you go without it. Leave you bound here, watching as each passing day you become more and more desperate as the thirst utterly consumes you. And when you can barely take the hunger any longer, I could bring someone here for you to feed on. But while I may be a monster, I'm not that cruel. Here, drink. Yes, that's it. Give in to the thirst. Let it completely consume you. And look at that. Not a single drop spilled. More? No. That's all you'll get from me. With the thirst now sated, in a few moments you will be gifted with a newfound strength. And soon, other abilities will begin to awaken as well. But by that time, I'll already be gone. If you haven't already caught on, that was human blood I fed you. You don't deserve an easy existence. But if you cannot bear the thought of continuing on with such a life, you're welcome to end your pitiful existence. Although I doubt you will have the will to do so. As you know, it's not an easy feat to completely destroy a vampire. I'd recommend going far away from civilization, sitting out in an open field somewhere, saying your goodbyes to the world before letting the rising sun have its way with you. But how many of my people have you put to death under the sun's cursed rays? Watching them slowly writhe in agony as their bodies begin to crack and burn. You know it's not exactly a quick and painless death. This is your punishment. And bringing you into this life is mine. You took the last part of me that was human. You'll come for me? Is that so? You do realize what that means for you, then? You'll have to feed from your precious mortals to grow stronger. The choice is yours. But if you're still determined to end me, I'll be looking forward to the day that we meet again, Hunter.